The brand new Lattafa Khamrah Dukhan. Is it any good? Is it going to be worth all the undeniable hype and attention this fragrance is about to get? Let's talk about it. Before you come at me in the comments, I have no idea how to pronounce the name of the fragrance. All I know is that Dukhan or Dukhan means smoke in Arabic language. So instantly when I heard about this fragrance, I went, this is going to be a more smoky and intense, more masculine version of Lattafa Khamrah. And in some ways, yes, that is true. But we'll get to the smell in a little bit. At the time of this recording, this fragrance is really only available through the official Lattafa website. It is $45 US, and it's not on any discounters yet. It's not even available in Australia, which is where I live. So you might be wondering, Finn, how did you even get your hands on this fragrance? And it's a funny story that yesterday morning, I rocked up back home and I saw this package on my front door. It says, with love from a fan in Dubai. And inside of this bag, with this kind of creepy and mysterious message, was the brand new Lattafa Khamrah. I still don't know who sent it to me. If it was any of you guys, you better reveal yourselves now. If it was the official Lattafa company, then thank you. I don't know how you got my address. I'm gonna have nightmares. I would imagine Lattafa Khamrah Dukhan is going to be around that $30 to $40 mark on most US discounters like Joma Shop, but for now the cheapest you'll be able to find it is $45 off the Lattafa website. And if you live in Australia, I'm sorry. You're probably going to be waiting a while. I just got very lucky. Presentation wise, it comes in a very standard Lattafa Khamrah box. The presentation is beautiful as always. Lattafa tends to always hit the nail on the head when it comes to great presentation at an affordable price. The bottle as well, I'm just going to say it up front, this is my favorite Lattafa Khamrah bottle. It has a gorgeous, almost like red gradient down the bottom there. I freaking love how this thing looks. Before I even smelt this fragrance for the first time, I looked at the note breakdown and I noticed a few key differences between this fragrance and the original Khamrah. First is it has pimento, which is like a chili, spicy note. It also adds in a mandarin note and a tobacco note. So in my mind, I'm thinking this is probably going to be what? A more rich, intense, smoky version of Khamrah with maybe like an orange like zest to it. But I really had no idea. When you first spray this fragrance on, also the atomizer has this really cool, almost like rose gold color. When you first spray this on, you probably will be slightly disappointed, especially if you've either already smelt or owned the original Khamrah. Because it smells amazing, but it also does just smell 95% the same as the original Khamrah. I'm sorry, I know that's going to disappoint a lot of you. It disappointed me. But fortunately, it does have its own twist in the dry down. I have the original Khamrah in this hand and Khamrah Dukhan in this hand, and this is just in the opening. It's so similar. I would say Khamrah is maybe a touch more feminine and kind of fresh off the top. But like, a lot of people that especially don't have like a really trained nose, so to speak, will just assume these are the same fragrance. Like, they're that similar. The dry down though is when this fragrance kind of becomes a little bit more fun and exciting. I think this is going to appeal to the crowd that really just want a men's fragrance. They want to smell masculine, but they want to smell sweet at the same time. It's dark and rich. It almost has a kind of like oud and leathery vibe, even though those aren't listed notes. It's a subtle difference, maybe 10 to 15% different to the original Khamrah, but it is noticeable in the dry down. And you do get a smokiness, but it's not a really heavy by the fireplace fragrance type smokiness. It's more of an incensey, mass appealing smokiness. Yes, this fragrance is still extremely mass appealing. It is going to be a struggle to find someone that wouldn't like the smell of this new Lattafa Khamrah, but if you are looking for something really different from the line, you will be very disappointed. Performance is insanely good. Just with this bottle I have here, I got about 10 hours longevity, and after 8 hours, I showered, and then 2 hours later, I was smelling it, and it was still a skin scent. So the longevity is out of this world. Projection, I need to wear this more to kind of get a gauge on just how strong the scent bubble is, but I have a feeling it is very, very strong, just like all the other Khamrahs. This is also definitely less gourmand than the original Khamrah, meaning it smells more like a fragrance rather than trying to be a specific food, pastry, dessert item, if that makes sense. Slightly less sweet, a little bit more spicy and rich. I think people that don't want to smell sickeningly sweet will enjoy this one slightly more over the original Khamrah. But keep in mind, when I'm describing these differences, again, 10 to 15% different. You're not looking at a whole new fragrance here. Out of all three Lattafa Khamrah fragrances, if I was going to rank them, my number one favorite would be, not the new one, the Kawa version. I think the dark roasted coffee, the fact it's less sweet and more spicy, just works amazingly well for me. It's the one I find myself wearing the most. As you can see, it has a nice juicy dent. My second favorite though, for the time being, would be the new Dukhan. I like how this one isn't as sickeningly sweet. It's a tiny bit more masculine. And then in last place would be the original Khamrah. Keep in mind, these three fragrances here are all a 10 out of 10 in my books. But they are all quite similar. My dog clearly doesn't like the new Khamrah because he is barking like crazy. To summarize, this is a fantastic fragrance. They took no risk. They knew what they wanted. They wanted to stick with the Khamrah DNA, and that is what they did. It smells great. It's not going to probably blow anyone's minds away. If you have either Khamrah or Khamrah Kawa, don't buy this. It will definitely be redundant in your collection, but there's no complaints. It's just a good fragrance. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.